The Lost Laughter of Children's Day, a Children's Day adventure written by Sitso's Books, illustrated and read by the Golden Child. Once upon a time, in a town bursting with more colors than a rainbow, lived a little girl named Lily. Lily had rosy cheeks, bright blue eyes that sparkled like the stars, and hair the color of sunshine, always tied up in bouncy pigtails. Children's Day was just around the corner, and Lily was over the moon with excitement. Lily loved Children's Day because it was a day filled with laughter, games, and lots of yummy treats. On the morning of Children's Day, Lily woke up to a strange silence. Usually the town was filled with the happy chatter of children and the sweet melodies of birdsong. But today, it was eerily quiet. Lily peeked out her window and gasped. The usually vibrant town seemed to be painted in shades of gray. The playful wind that danced through the trees was still, and even the sun seemed to hide its cheerful rays. Lily raced outside, her pink dress billowing behind her. She bumped into her friend Tom, who was known for his infectious laughter and messy brown hair. But today, Tom wasn't laughing. He just stood there, a puzzled look on his face. "What's happened?" Lily asked, her voice a worried whisper. "It seems like all the laughter and joy of Children's Day has disappeared," exclaimed Tom, running a hand through his messy brown hair. Suddenly, a wise old owl with amber eyes, perched on a lamppost, hooted loudly. "The laughter of Children's Day has been stolen by the Grump Monster," he declared, his voice echoing in the silent town. "He lives in a gloomy cave on top of Whispering Mountain and hates the sound of laughter. You have to find him and get it back." Lily and Tom knew what they had to do. Armed with their courage and a bag full of Tom's delicious homemade cookies, because who could resist cookies, they set off towards Whispering Mountain. The journey was long and tiring. They climbed over giant rocks that looked like grumpy faces and crossed a stream that seemed to whisper sad tales. Finally, they reached a dark and gloomy cave. The air was thick with the smell of moldy socks and unwashed dishes. "This must be it," whispered Lily, her voice trembling slightly. They cautiously stepped inside. The cave was dark and damp, and strange shadows danced on the walls. Suddenly, they heard a loud, grumpy voice. "Who dares disturb the Grump Monster?" In front of them stood the Grump Monster. He was a hairy beast with a face frozen in a permanent frown. He had mismatched socks, and his fur was matted and tangled. He looked like he hadn't smiled in 100 years. "Mr. Grump Monster," said Lily, mustering all her courage, "we believe you might have accidentally taken something that belongs to our town. It's the laughter and joy of Children's Day." The Grump Monster crossed his arms and grumbled, "Laughter? Joy? I don't know what you're talking about." But then he noticed the delicious aroma of Tom's cookies. "What's that heavenly smell?" he asked, his frown softening just a little. Tom cautiously offered the Grump Monster a cookie. He took a bite, and his eyes widened. "This is delicious," he exclaimed, and for the first time in what seemed like forever, a small smile appeared on his face. As he ate the cookies, he told Lily and Tom his story. He wasn't always the Grump Monster. He used to love Children's Day, but one year everyone forgot about him, and he was so heartbroken that he turned into the Grump Monster. Lily and Tom felt sorry for the Grump Monster. They understood that everyone needs friends, and that sometimes even monsters feel sad. They invited him to celebrate Children's Day with them, promising that he would never be forgotten again. The Grump Monster hesitated for a moment. Then a slow smile spread across his face. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, glowing ball of light. "I believe this is yours," he said, handing it to Lily. As soon as she touched it, the ball burst open, and a wave of vibrant color and joyous laughter washed over them. The cave was filled with light, and even the Grump Monster's gloomy home seemed to cheer up. Lily, Tom, and the Grump Monster, who didn't seem so grumpy anymore, returned to town. The moment they arrived, the town came alive with color. The sun peeked out from behind the clouds, the wind danced through the trees, and the sound of children's laughter filled the air. From that day on, the Grump Monster wasn't grumpy anymore. He became known as Giggles, and he celebrated every Children's Day with Lily, Tom, and all the other children, spreading joy and laughter wherever he went. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to check out all the others coming up on our channel, Sicho's Books, a subdivision of Camp English. What we do here is for free. If you would donate to help us improve, we would be most grateful. To help us create more, please like and share